Hello. It's Friday night because it's a barely see me kind of day. It is raining right now. I'm on my way off to Montero's for karaoke night. Welcome to today's edition of Caddy's Corner. I got a lot of stuff done today, and then I took a good hour-long nap because it's going to be a long shift tonight. And I ate my food that I made yesterday. And just kind of had to take care of me today. Cleaned up the room, spent some time with Phil, I did some journaling. I've been watching this series that Oprah did for Weight Watchers. I think it's called Wow. And so she's interviewing Jennifer Lopez and The Rock and Lady Gaga and Tracy Summers, Donna Summer's daughter. Anyway, very interesting if you want to check something cool out. It's just them sitting on stage in giant arenas chit-chatting. So, my phone tripped on. Sorry it's hard to see me, but until we get to Sunday, we don't have that daylight savings yet, so that was a treat. I have been thinking about what shows is healthy. One thing that started to happen as I started to recover in my life a little bit from different things is that people would be like, oh my God, you're just so beautiful, and you look so young, you look this and that. And I didn't think I really looked any different. I was like, I'm the same I did last year. But what I came to figure out was that when I was happy, people thought I was pretty. So it didn't really matter if I was wearing the right amount of makeup, or had the right clothes on, or the right hair. Right being all relative to what I think is right. Times when I thought I was just kind of slopped together, but I was in a good mood and I was happy, and that mattered. It mattered to how I was perceived. Had a girl come in the bar this week on Wednesday, and you can tell she was struggling. She had a lot of stuff going on. I chose to keep a very strong boundary with her because her language and behaviors was a little chaotic, and I didn't want to get in. I didn't want to get sucked into it. I had sympathy for her and let her kind of just hang out and drink water for quite a long time, but she was covering up a lot of stuff. And by that I mean she had on a giant wig and giant false eyelashes and makeup that was about 4 tones too dark for her skin, which seemingly was covering up prosthesis. At least I think her nose was covered partially in prosthesis. I know that her hands were prosthetics. Anyway, rubber. Tried not to stare, but having been in theater for so long, it was hard to not try to piece it together. And I don't know, it just really stuck with me as someone in a very desperate attempt to try to appear to be all right and fitting in when she was anything but all right. And her attempt to falsely paint over and fit in was grandly apparent that that's what she was doing. Why, I don't know. Never seen her before. Doubt I'll ever see her again. But as I spent some time cleaning up my room, and I reorganized some drawers and did some some smaller room projects, I recognized that when you do that kind of work in your room, when you're organizing, you can't see a difference when you're done. So you can spend 3 or 4 hours, and now every single drawer, every single cabinet, all your clothes are cleaned out, your socks with the holes are gone, all the batteries are in one place. But you can do that for hours and hours and hours and not actually change one thing that's on the outside. Not one thing that's on the shelf, not one thing you don't vacuum, none of that. But the inside's clean. Inside's organized. You just can't see it on the outside. And there's this weird chicken and egg. Do you work from the outside in or the inside out? Do I need to get healthier before I can live a more efficient life with my stuff and my hair and my systems in place for life, whatever? Or do I just start eating better food, getting healthier physically, and then my spirit will adapt because it'll be happier and then it'll be easier to do that stuff? I think it's both. I think any given day, you got to lean one way to the other to make it work. I don't think there's a right place to start. And I think that big changes, big fixes, recognizing big traumas, overcoming them, there's no way to do that in a process that works for everyone. And I think there's a lot of false starts. I think you're going to try to get up early and go to the gym 3 times a week, and then you're going to stop. You're going to try to do some program that's out there that's going to help you, solve your life or be more creative or change jobs or whatever, and then you'll get a few days through it and then you'll stop. And I've tried a lot of those hats on for size, and I'm just hitting a point where the processes of inner work that I've been doing are starting to reflect on the outside a little bit more. So even though the drawers are organized and the things are getting done, and it's all better on the inside, now I have time to work on the outside a little bit more. So it's still a balancing act, but I'm working on that, and I'll leave it here. There, I just got to apparently it takes me 6 minutes and 22 seconds to get to my bus stop. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me in Caddyland, and do it again soon. Bye.